I know I muted. I did it backwards. I know. I tried to get the tweet out as the countdown was going, but man, that goes quick. Hey, well, it wouldn't be well, you should have seen the way I ended last night's stream. It was hilarious. But hey, all Dadman Walking 55 coming to you live here on the East Coast with about only a minute after 10. We're having fun tonight on our usual Wednesday night time together. So hopefully we have some laughs tonight. We'll give you the best we got. We'll give it all she's got, Captain. Speaking of that, with that kind of introduction, let me bring in Mr. Star Trek himself, Mr. West Cagle. West, how are you doing?
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
Okay, I can do the Ruby Rad Star Trek. Hey!
Yes.
You know, that really pissed JT Kirk off.
Well, he doesn't like Ruby like you don't like Maul. So
Oh, I love to give the Star Trek friends a hard time with all that. So, how are you doing tonight?
nah, not bad, not bad. I'm glad to be anywhere. So
Yeah,
it's always a good thing when you're still with us.
absolutely. Well, glad you're here. Speaking of the most important that I'm glad is here is the great, the one, the only, the wonderful Mrs. Hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you tonight?
I'm here.
There you go. Better than not being here. How's your day
Yes,
been?
it's been a busy.
Yes, yes. You came off quite a few streams today, right?
Yes, I did. I pretty much hasn't. I haven't stopped.
No. All right. And we know tomorrow's a busy day because we got mom. You know, you're with mom
Hmm.
tomorrow. So, but hey, folks, we're going to have fun in the time that we have together. We got a few things, and we'll see what happens. We will squirrel as always. We will bump around the internet. We will bump different places. Many times, you guys in the chat will help lead us in different directions. And sometimes we won't even finish a thought. We'll just jump around to three or four more topics. So, um, so while I'm going to go to the chat, either Mrs. or Wes, if there's something y'all would like to start with, we can do it. If not, we'll get on to where we are going with what I got. But we got Legatus Legionize tonight. How are you tonight, sir? Good to see you. Fallout Dave, yes, hey, troublemaker himself. Wes is already laughing at that boomeristic start. We got yes, let's go Canada. Yes, go Edmonton Oilers. Let's beat Florida. Yes, and Fallout Dave is out to get everybody upset. Ruby Mall Liz. I'd like to see that, West.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that you have a dislike for Maul. You have a dislike for what they did.
Right, right.
So there's the difference. Um it's what they did. It's
Yeah,
bringing him back. That was the thing.
but I would love this type. Give him like you got Darth Maul and his crab legs there. Uh, Osteopathus! You give Darth Maul that voice, I would live with it. But you're right. Yes, I seriously, that's what I did. Once he was dead, he should be dead to stay dead as a doornail, never to rise anymore. I mean, because that's what he
Yeah.
did. He ended up outperforming many other greater Sith lords. So,
Yes.
and speaking of somebody that is back, is a Gap After Dark. Hello, Gap. How are you doing tonight? Oh, by the way, West, we have got to, if you don't mind playing with Grok a little, if you can, we got to throw peanuts in with porta potties somehow and unicorns.
Yeah. I think we've done that. I think we did
Uh,
peanuts with the. What?
Peanuts?
Let me see.
I don't
I
think.
know we've done a lot of things with the unicorns and porta potties with the food. I
Yeah, but I
thought
don't know
peanuts
about
was one of
peanuts.
them, but I'm not
Okay.
sure.
All right.
I'm
Well, I
not
tried
sure. It
last
could
night
be.
and I fell badly. So, well, anyway, what Gap is out here. He's back. Nuts the theme tonight again. All right, that works. We got protect your nuts as Wes Cagle so
Yes.
aptly has as his avatar with us tonight. So, but hey, we thank you for that, Mrs. Did you like Darth Maul, by the way, or
I
do you really care?
I don't care. I liked
Okay.
his. I liked his saber. I think everyone liked his saber though.
The double bladed lightsaber, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you remember that one year when we were at Disney and they extended the Star Wars weekends and they actually had Father's Day edition.
Yes.
where I got to actually fight. They actually brought the dads up with their kids to do the Jedi
That
training
was kind of neat.
And I'm glad we got Darth Vader, though. I am glad I got Darth Vader. That
Yeah,
was,
you're having a ball with Vader, man. More
I know,
talking with him than playing the game the whole time.
I know. I mean, screw it. I mean, I'll have to do some Fortnite stream tomorrow night because tomorrow night will be the last time I can play, unless I get a chance on Friday. But yeah, I'm gonna miss the Vader AI. That thing was a lot of fun talking to him and trash talking him, and he's actually pretty damn smart with a lot of his responses.
For sure.
Yeah, very misogynistic. He does, Mrs. He really did not like that night, Figgy, and you when I talked about you two, about y'all's positivity and stuff.
Mm.
He was very dark about the positivity.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a shame.
Yeah,
That's a shame.
I know he was just crazy, but hey, it all's good with that. All right, so listen. One of the things that I did want to say today, I got a couple things here I'm going to show you guys here. There's not a lot of great Ruby Rod stuff out there. Did you know that?
Oh, you mean like memes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it would be very memeable, but now there is a meme maker with him in it, with specifically with that Star Trek image, but there's not like a lot of memes. I mean, because some of these really aren't
How much
funny.
can
They're
you
just
do?
kind of,
How much can you do, really? Let's be honest.
I don't know. I think with that haircut, you could probably do a lot of things. Like here, still more entertaining than anything today.
True.
Yeah.
This is true.
But I will say this was a movie that grew on me. It's one that I had to watch repeatedly to actually. I had to watch small bits to actually get it and then like it, and then finally I could watch the whole movie. I never was able to watch it all from the beginning.
Oh, really? I like this one from the first time I saw it. I watch it all the time. I love
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah.
And this is what do you think with this one?
Well, it's true.
Uh-huh.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
To me, it was a great movie. I liked it.
Yeah.
I learned to and who else wants to negotiate? There's so many different other classic lines out of this
Oh yeah.
movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I can't. I don't remember any of them, but yeah, there are.
It works.
Corbin, my man. Corbin, my man.
coming. Yeah, because we see Chris Tucker from. Was this before or after Rush Hour?
I think after.
Really? Okay. Because I had not recognized him before, but see, like here, meditation is easy. Just sit and observe the voice in your head. The voice in my head.
Yeah. That's not a good
Yeah.
voice.
Mrs. will tell you this is me.
Oh gosh, yes.
She's like, be quiet, settle down, deep breath. And I'm like, Mada! So anyway, it's just crazy. Yeah, but yeah, I love that meme. It's really, really thing. We actually got to see it at the theater because they had a 25th anniversary or something recently, or a couple years ago, and we actually got to see it. They do that with a lot of the movies out there. Wes, do you ever get to go see some of the re-releases because they've had like Blazing Saddles, Smokey and the Bandit, all that?
I was very disappointed. I don't usually even bother going to the movies at all, but I wanted to see the Blazing Saddles when it was re-released, and I had an opportunity. It was within 5-minute drive from my house. The movie theater, 5 minutes from my house, was showing Blazing Saddles, and I screwed up the date.
Oh.
I missed it. Yeah.
Oh,
So I missed it.
It's
man,
worth watching, man, if you can.
dude, because it's that was one thing with the pandemic that we when we kept reopening and they kept showing older movies, I got to see a lot of movies that I never saw on the big screen because my parents and all didn't go to the movies and stuff, but like Back to the Future, Raiders of the Lost Ark, those are movies I never got to see on the big screen. So I was actually appreciative to get to do that back then. And of course, then there were some others. There was a Chinese movie about World War II, that I got to see, and it just I don't know. I learned how to appreciate. As I've gotten older, I enjoy going to the movies a lot. I know a lot of people like to stay home, and I understand times staying home, but th- just some movies that think just are intended for the big screen, like Jurassic Park. Some of those movies, Mrs. Are there any type of movies that you just really like to see on the big screen? Or are you more of an at-home
I
watcher?
while I like being at home, I do like watching like action movies on the big screen. Things that have you know big not necessarily effects, but
Mm-hmm.
um, they're just big. They could be like Godzilla is a movie theater thing. I want them to be,
Mm-hmm.
50 feet tall. I want the screen to fill them up. Um, Other movies, I don't necessarily have to, but if they really rely on the visuals,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see them on the big screen. But you know, um, others, I don't necessarily have to. Um, if they're
Yeah.
like just dramas or things like that. But if they got really, really good visuals, I like to um,
Oh yeah.
watch them. I think they're better on the big screen.
What about you, Wes? What do you think?
Um, I, again, I don't go to the theaters really much. I mean, it really would take something special for me to actually go to the theater, even a first run thing. So I just watch them at
Mm-hmm.
home.
Yeah. See, I like going out. I like the evening out. Mrs. will tell you I'll drive her crazy. Like I say, you got to cuddle and popcorn. There's just something about the experience, and I know, like especially back in 2020, the first time we went to the theater, just the smell that, even though for here it was like no time, it was only a couple months. It's just still the first time when you started smelling that movie theater popcorn again. It was like thank you. There was a sense of normalcy. And like now, the theaters a lot of times on weekends are so crowded. It's amazing, because they talked about at one point whether movie theaters would even last. You remember as streamings took off
Hmm.
when everything was shut down, and now the streaming services seem to be starting to struggle, and the movies seem to be, on fire now.
It's because with the streaming services, you're watching it on your TV, no matter where you watch it. At least in a movie theater, you're getting a big experience. So, like, they might, to me, if they stream, movie A,
Mm-hmm.
if they stream it, or and you also have the opportunity to watch it in a theater, if it meets the criteria that I want, then um, yeah, I would rather go to the theater and watch it on the big screen instead of on my TV
Mm-hmm.
or my
Yeah.
phone or whatever. But that's me.
Yeah. Well, everybody's different. I mean, like I said, and Wes likes to stay at home, so we got all kinds of different people, and it's just really, really. I just think it's not neat to see things bouncing back, though. Speaking of bouncing back, our great from I got to check on that one, Jess. How are you tonight? Great to see you, Jess. Because I actually your DM got beat by somebody else. Here's Darth. Ruby Red, get into the dark side. That's the best I got, West. Sorry.
Uh,
Oh my God. Yes. By the way, were you able to do anything with the nuts and the porta potties yet, West? Or are you working on it for us?
no, not yet, not yet.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let me check, see what Jess has got for us because that. But thank you, Fella Dave. I love that. That was crazy. So give me a sec. Oh, oh, this is it's kind of interesting from. Okay, I don't think Mrs. would like this. Okay, you ready for this, Mrs.?
Okay.
Hefty bags, watermelon fragrance.
I hate scented anything, so it doesn't matter. I
Yeah.
don't care if it's, cherry blossoms. I would hate it because it's an artificial smell, even though I love cherry blossoms. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't like scented stuff like that. It's overwhelming and it gives me a headache.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know. Wes, do you like fragrances or not?
I'm a little sensitive to them, so if they're really really strong and have to be around them a long time, I can get a headache.
Yep.
Oh well,
Yeah.
don't come to my sister's house. You and your food end up smelling like lavender.
Ugh.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's just unbearable. But yeah, okay. Thanks, Jess, for that one. Oh, Dave said that Grok kept taking Ruby Rod's hair away. Without the hair, he's not Ruby Rod. Exactly.
Yeah, it is true.
It's like a roll of toilet paper, a roll of paper towels pointing out at you. So, all right. I know, like, hey, what's that on your head? It's a roll of paper towels. But all right, well, let's take a look at this real quick. Let's see where we got here. By the way, today, guess what, Mrs. You know what one of the days today is?
It is National Cheese Day.
Yeah, we know that.
It
Yeah, that's
is
one. Ruby Rod's a unicorn.
I can't remember them now that you asked me, but yeah, it's National Cheese Day. National Cognac
Cognac.
Cognac
Oh,
Day.
cognac.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know which one you want me to say. You
Okay.
want me to say it? Because I wasn't, because I thought you
Well,
wanted to share.
well, I can, but I mean, if you got some of the other obscure ones,
I'm trying to remember them.
International
Um,
Corgi Day.
it's International Corgi Day. Yes, they're adorable. If I had to get a dog, I'd get a corgi.
Medicare Fraud Prevention Week.
Yeah, that was weird.
National Garden Week. Oh, National Automotive Service Professional Week. So your mechanics are now professionals.
Yes. Well, they should be.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
hope they are.
Well, here's another one for you. National Patient Participation Week. No, Doc, I'm not cooperating with you.
Well, some patients don't.
No,
I took, and when I was in my go to see my doctor, and I tell him what I'm trying, what I'm trying to do, and blah blah blah, and all that stuff, and he says it is very rare to have. He says to have one of his patients actually, not want to be on the medication.
right. Oh, wow.
It's with the diabetic medication. He's like, a lot of them are like, oh, I'll just take it so I can eat whatever I want.
Mm.
And I'm like, I don't want to be on the medication.
No, I know. We know people like that too. Yeah, we know people that are like that.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said
yeah.
that, and it's like, he says, yeah. So yeah, there are those that don't participate. So I could see them at needing a day.
By the way, Mrs., like you mentioned what I wanted for my birthday, which is Sunday, by the way, which is also Ghostbusters Day. Steakhouse coupons, because today or this month is National Steakhouse Month.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that
Really?
is good. Yep, absolutely. So what a better way than celebrate with steak. What is your favorite cut of meat, Mrs.? Of steak. When we talk of steak, ribeye. Okay.
Ribeye?
Yeah. Wes, do you have a favorite type of cut?
Not really. I'm not a big steak. Not a big steak eater. I usually, if I'm cooking meat, a lot of times it's either chicken or if I do cut, do kibasi. But it's if I have one, I do like a nice filet mignon,
Mm-hmm.
but unfortunately people yell at me because I douse it in barbecue sauce while I grill it. So,
folks in the chat, feel free. What's your favorite type of steak? Sirloin, filet, ribeye? Yeah, I mean it's kind of like, yeah, I'm sure you get a lot of dirty looks because our philosophy is you don't need a good steak does not need any type of sauce or covering.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like I like my barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
It's not that it's a bad piece of meat or it's not flavorful or I'm trying to kill the flavor. I just really like barbecue sauce. Same thing when I have a sub.
Mm-hmm.
I douse it in vinegar and people say you're killing the sandwich. I'm like, I don't know. I just like it that way.
Sometimes you gotta have that extra taste, Mrs. And how do you take your steak, Mrs.?
Mooing.
Mooing, yes. Yeah. I don't know. Wes, do you like yours cooked well or not?
Yeah, I usually burn the hell out of it.
Oh
So
God,
yeah, people yell at me for that one too. So
you should. You don't even bother to eat. Don't even.
again,
Don't even eat it.
I don't eat meat
Just
much.
take the
So.
barbecue sauce and drink it. Let somebody else who would appreciate the steak better eat it.
Oh my gosh. Well, we got Mrs. fired up. So yeah, follow Dave agrees he's not a big steak person, but he does like sirloin tips. Yeah, sirloin tips with some noodles and stuff like that. My big problem with sirloin though is it is rare to get it where it's not tough, where I can eat it. The best place that I ever had sirloin, which was really sirloin tips, was Bob Evans, but we have none of those anymore. But sirloin I've never had good luck with. It's always been tough and chewy to me.
Mm.
So,
You know,
but
I will. Another way I make meat sometimes is I will um, use beef cubes and make a beef and broccoli, homemade beef and broccoli.
oh
But
yeah,
that's about it.
That'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
good.
yeah, that sounds good. That definitely sounds good. Folks, we got 8 people here. Make sure you follow us on the Twitch side, share and hit that like, share out the stream on our side, on the YouTube side. We appreciate everybody here tonight on a Wednesday night. And also, one of the other events this month, it's National Accordion Awareness Month.
Accordion?
Accordion, yes.
Yes,
Huh.
I have an accordion. I don't know how to
Yes.
play it though.
Because where did we get that from?
Your mom.
Yes, exactly. That was really, really cool. Because it's like, I don't think she thought anybody would appreciate that. But, we do. We appreciate the musical instruments and stuff like that. It's National Soul Food Month and International Mud Month. There's one other that I was going to say. There's also National Iced Tea Month.
Yes.
Yes. Now, how do you, Wes? Y'all don't really get any sweet tea up there, right? It's more.
Yeah, it's just usually just regular iced tea with lemon is what they give us out here. Although there is the I think it's the high end. Is it Lipton? I don't remember what it is. I have to look upstairs. My daughter drinks it all the time. I had found it for her. She likes using it, heating it up, and then adding this vanilla creamer to it. It's a sweet tea. I should. God, so we do have some sweet teas.
Do you prefer? But either one of y'all. What about hot tea? Do y'all prefer hot versus iced tea, or does it just depend?
I like both of them.
I'm not. I used to drink a lot of iced tea, not so much anymore. But hot tea, every morning I have. I have a cup of it. So,
I
but
like.
well, I mean, and when we did have the iced tea, it was always. I mean, we were poor. Well, relatively
Yeah.
poor. So it was ShopRite brand iced tea mix. So.
Right. I tell you what, though, I do like hot tea when I have Chinese food.
Oh yeah.
That's the time. I mean, this is like when we go to hibachi too. I know you usually get the big hot tea. So
I like hot tea.
I do too. Well, we'll lead up to what the real month is. So, folks out there, how do you like your steak? What steaks do you like? Tea? Feel free, chime in there. Before I talk about what the big day is today, Wes, I'm going to bring up this image now.
Yeah, that's
Wow, we got the unicorn and the peanuts.
And I said I want a unicorn selling peanuts in a porta potty. Well, the peanuts are actually, if you look, that looks like a porta potty.
The peanuts are in the porta potty.
Yeah. So
wow,
it was that one, and then they gave me this one. So I don't know, one peanut. They gave me one peanut.
That's a big nut.
Yeah, well, that's what she said.
Yep. Nice work from our friends at Grok. Yes. So, of course, thank you everybody. Thanks Jess, and thanks Follow Dave for your contributions earlier. Appreciate that very much. So, all right. Well, what today is, we got many friends that have these animals, and they got some beautiful animals, I will say. But let me go ahead and tell you, it is National Hug a Cat Day.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Do you have cats, West?
Yes, yes. We have well, we used to have a bunch. We all have the one left, and
Mm-hmm.
she's a fully black cat, all black, and her
Ooh.
name is Bellatrix, like for Bellatrix
Bellatrix.
Lestrange. Yeah,
Ah.
I want a all black cat
yeah, that's my
with
favorite.
green
Oh,
eyes, with green eyes.
our friend Daisy has a Bombay cat, Binks.
Oh,
She named him after Thaddeus Binks from Hocus Pocus.
cool.
Beautiful black Bombay cat. So,
Ah,
and Anna, our friend, has this beautiful cat too. That's like got a beautiful head. It's just like I love cats though. I know you're wanting
yeah,
to get a cat too, right?
Yes, I do. I want a cat.
yeah. Here's
I
Yeah.
would like a corgi and a cat.
a corgi and a cat. Well,
I'll
I
get two
shared you.
cats.
There's Bellatrix.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, she
Aw.
is
Oh, look
all.
at. By the way, yeah, look at Gap. Gap fits
Yeah,
right in with the black cat with green eyes.
yeah,
Meow.
yep. She's a pretty cat. She's very friendly too, very affectionate.
I love cats. I really, really, really do. And Gap and awing for that. That is, I know. I just love cats. I do miss them coming in and just jumping on you or attacking your leg when you're
Yeah, yeah.
having to move under the cover, and it's like, dang, I miss those days. How long? It's been a long time since we've had a cat.
It's been a while.
So it's been
Our
quite a
last
while.
cat, we actually were on vacation and we came home and
Mm-hmm.
he passed away. He was on our bed. He
Yeah.
Oh,
just quietly passed away. Didn't even really realize he was sick, but he
yeah.
didn't.
Cats don't make a lot of signs.
I think he just went to sleep and
Yeah.
then forever.
But if you knew that cat was a miracle. That cat
So
even lived.
so Dadman was outside talking to somebody, and I come out and I go, I think it was
It's Hardy.
Hardy. I says, I think Hardy's dead. And he's like,
Oh,
what? And I said, I think Hardy's dead. And we went in and Hardy was dead. And so
Yep.
we buried him in the backyard.
Yep. It's like so sad. I mean, and
It
that's because
was.
that was the cat that grew up with our kids, though.
mm.
Yeah.
You want to relay the story again, Mrs., of how we came to Hardy's possession?
Hardy was when I was pregnant with my oldest. Um, I was on my way to work. I was probably 8. I was pretty pregnant. And I'm driving on a road. It wasn't a real busy road, but I look and I see something out of the corner of my eye, and I slam on my brakes. Not a smart thing to do when you're pregnant, but I did it. And I kind of look at the car behind me, thinking, "Oh God, please don't, rear end me." And the car saw the cat too, and just kind of waved, "It's okay," kind of did a thumbs up. They understood. Got out of the car, picked up this black cat, and kind of just tossed him into the seat. And then I call work. Now um, prided myself on the fact that I never got emotional at work. I worked with
Mm-hmm.
men, and so I just didn't get emotional at all. And so I called, and I'm like, "Oh, cat hurt," and I'm sobbing in tears over this cat. And then my boss just goes, "Do whatever you have to do. Um, just come in when you can come in." So I'm
Mm.
like, "Okay." So I go to our vet, and because we had our other cat, Eminon. So this is where we took him. Eminon is no name spelled backwards, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I take it there, and it's a black cat. Okay, it's black, and they're looking at it, and and it's a little kitten, and one of its legs couldn't use. It's one of his legs wasn't moving, and so they said we're going to put flea stuff. Some of the flea stuff. I says, "Is the cat too young to be putting that flea stuff on?" They says, "If we don't kill these fleas, this cat's going to be dead in an hour." That's how many
Oh,
fleas were on it. So they
wow.
gave
Mm-hmm.
me special soap to clean the cat with, but they said I could not use it because it can cause birth defects. I had to get somebody else to wash the cat. So I called a
Um,
friend at work because I was on my way to work, and I told them that I had this cat, and they love cats. They love cats. And so they're like, "Sure, just bring it in." So I got a box. It was in a box, brought it in. We said, "Where are we going to wash this cat?" I said, I know the perfect place. Let's go to the anchor's dressing rooms. So that's where we washed the cat. And this black cat ended up being an orange tabby cat.
Wow.
Beautiful. That's how filthy and covered with fleas it was.
Wow.
Um, and they said that his one leg was turned a little bit and he wasn't using it. And they said that if he does not use it, then they would amputate it because they can still survive with three legs, but you don't want it dragging and it could get infected and all that stuff. Well,
Right.
I did little therapy on his leg and he actually could walk on his leg.
Mm-hmm.
As he
Good.
got older, the foot did turn out some,
Uh,
but
cool.
he and my oldest celebrated their first Christmas together. I got the youngest
Yep.
under the tree, a picture with the youngest under the tree, and then another picture with him in the tree. They both on their first Christmas.
I know that was so special. I mean, I remember when the
So
kid got the first Florida Gator national championship in that time, but that was really cool. The two of them growing up together for that first Christmas. Let me say hello to Atwood. What's up, Atwood? How are you tonight?
I would.
Good to see you tonight. Thanks for coming by after that marathon stream you had tonight. Hope it went very well for you, sir. And Wade's here. Hey, Wade, how are you doing? Question for you, Mrs. Would you ever go to the Ryman? Is that like the Grand Ole Opry, something up in
I
Nashville?
don't know what that is.
Ryman. I think it's a concert hall, or maybe
Okay.
it's in Nashville.
Is it a? I get. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'll have to look it up. Let me
Yeah,
look
Wade,
it
if
up.
you could, yeah, because I think the Ryman is like a country western or like a gospel or some kind of concert hall. I believe. I think it's up
It's
in Nashville.
Ryman, a concert hall and theater
Yep.
in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a 2,362 seat live performance venue and museum
Mm.
in Nashville.
Well,
Oh,
congrats on the sub. Congrats,
Oh, it's
Atwood, on
home.
your new sub.
It's home of the Grand Ole Opry
Ah,
from 43 to
There you go.
74.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
historic landmark. Yeah, I like things like that.
Cool.
Very
Well,
cool.
Yeah.
Gap loved your rescue story, Mrs.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. That's so special, all of them. And congrats again, Atwood. And great question, Wade. We appreciate that. So, Legatus gives us the hockey update. 3-3 in the third. But yeah, it's all good. But yeah, Wade, we love places like that. We've been to Nashville, a few years ago. We actually got to see a couple of the Civil War battlefields. And actually, we visited the Hermitage, Andrew Jackson's
Oh,
homestead.
awesome.
Oh yeah,
Well-
we almost left a gift.
Yes.
Well, you know, I actually
He's not
watched.
gonna ask, what gift did you leave?
I just watched last night. I just watched Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier, and there was a part in there where he goes to the Hermitage.
Oh no. Well, you got to get this story, Mrs. You want to tell it?
Oh, I gotta tell this story also. Okay, we went up to there was a big gathering for the organization that the kids were in. And on our way back, we were doing different things, and we saw the Hermitage. So we were going there. Well, what happened during this big convention was that somebody thought it was okay to bring their kid that had a stomach virus. So it went through everybody. Well, my kid was sick, but they thought they were getting better.
Mm-hmm. By the way, real quick, Legatus, Andrew Jackson, the president, also
Yes.
there was a general in the War of 1812 against the British, but
Yes.
the populist president
Top
many years ago.
Top 5 presidents of all time.
All right.
So we go to see the Hermitage, and we're walking through the Hermitage, and the oldest wasn't feeling the best before we went in. We sat, and they had some water and stuff, and but we were going through it, and we were up somewhere, and I said, I need to leave now. And they're like, well, you can't. I said, no, we need to leave now. And he goes, why? I said, they're going to throw up, and you're going to have a whole new addition to this Hermitage if you don't get us out of here now. So they're like, and they were scooting us out. Yeah, because I really didn't want my kid vomiting on Andrew Jackson's floors. Um, and so we get out, we get onto the porch, and we
They
almost made it to the outside.
they made it right off the side of the steps,
It
the
was
wooden
like,
steps.
oh,
Yep, right by the garbage can. It was like so funny. I mean, of course, this my kid's not one of my kids' least favorite presidents, but it was like we got them outdoors before they caused an international scene in the homestead.
yes.
But see that's a lot of our adventures over the years. It's just we didn't even know it was there. We just happened to see a sign, and well, the next day we went back, and you know, it just was a lot of funny. Speaking of funny, Atwood says it's funny. One song got pinged, but it didn't even give him a copyright claim for it. Yet it did for the two in-game songs. I don't know. I don't get what happens and the rules and everything on
I
streaming.
think they're
And
stupid.
yeah, it's like that one time I did that one Fortnite season opening event, and Atwood called it. It was like a little few second clip of one thing that got dinged somewhere, and it was like, why? I mean, it's part of this event, but I don't know. So,
I was on a creative. I was in and I had my licensed music off.
mm-hmm.
And I know it probably was a bot that did it, but they go, this section of music, is da da da, and they, they wouldn't show it and everything. And I went, it's a stupid game, and so I just said, erase the music, and they put it back up. I didn't care, but it was acceptable music. I knew it was okay, but I just didn't care.
Mm.
So
See, this is what I don't trust, because people tells me there's this authorized library and stuff, but Gap said YouTube drained him on something that was 3 years old that came from their authorized library.
they
That you could
dinged
use.
them, yeah.
Yeah. That's. I mean, when they do that, how can you trust anything? You know.
Yeah, because it's not fair. Because if at the time you used it, and if that license changed, then that's YouTube should know, and they should be able to say, okay, any time this music played before this, it was okay, But they're doofies.
I think there's some fear. Go ahead, Wes.
You never know. You never know. And it could just come like you said, all of a sudden out of nowhere. I mean, there's like virtually nothing on my channel, but there was a lot of stuff there for one time. I think I told this story once before here that I subscribe to the National Archive channel on YouTube, and there's a lot of old film footage that they failed to have. I don't know, for whatever reason, and that's why I was putting it up on my channel. Just it wasn't monetized. It was just for educational purposes, so that people could see it. And I got claimed for any money that it might gain by certain things all the time, but that's not a big deal. It wasn't until like I don't know, 5 years later, all of a sudden I started getting copyright strikes. I'm like, what the? It was for some of the music in it. Yeah, it was for some of the music in it, not the footage itself.
5 years later. I mean, there should be like a statute of limitations.
Exactly.
If you don't claim it within a year or even 6 months, that's on you.
I don't have any idea why it took so long for them to all of a sudden decide that it wasn't allowed. I don't know. Maybe it was because some of them started getting a lot of views.
Because what happens, and this sometimes happens, because I asked someone about it, and they go that they'll take and these small little creator musicians or people who do covers or whatever, because even a song might be in the public domain, but if someone plays it, like if I play that song and copyright it, you don't have a right to play my song, because even though it's a public domain song, because as the musician. So sometimes they go and they've done covers of some stuff, and they'll just ping everything, and or they have a bot do it or something. And then then you have to deal with it, and it becomes a pain. And I think that's what happened with mine. I think a bot pinged something that was stupid, but I didn't care whether it played or not, and I just didn't want to mess with it, so I just said erase the music and let it
Yeah.
play.
Well, hello, Alaska Jeff. Howdy, folks.
Hello.
Going to lurk around here for a while. But hey, welcome in as always. And I'm sure he's got thoughts on this, but as he's lurking, thank you for being here. 13 of y'all here. Make sure you follow us on Twitch and make sure you hit that like button. Share out the stream, please, if you don't mind. On Wednesday nights, we have this wonderful time with friends just coming through, having some fun together. Great to have everybody here tonight. And we will finish talking about National Hug Your Cat Day. But Atwood says this was weird. It was "I Got You, Babe" by Etta James. Didn't even give me copyright claim, despite playing for a minute. But then for one in-game instrumental track, it played for. Yep, 6 seconds. That's all it takes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gap said that he's surprised that they don't do that with the AI music copyright claim it. Yeah. Well, it's like the Star Wars stuff. The Star Wars stuff, right now they're letting it go, but what happens if you rebroadcast or something else?
Well, I'm going to tell you, with the Star Wars stuff on Epic, Disney company has a stake in Epic. And so that's why there's no claims on it.
Yeah.
No, unless Disney sells it, maybe, but
yeah.
That's why there's no thing about that, because Disney owns a part of it. I don't know that for a fact, okay, everybody. To me, that's just why.
Right. And they own Star Wars. They are bought into Epic and Fortnite and all that. I'm glad that they've done it, though, because it's hard to have Fortnite and especially stream Star Wars without having the music. To me, it's made it a lot, not just Vader, but the actual music, sound effects. That really has made this a much more fun season for Star Wars this year than what it has in the past. So, but then again, who knows if you run a repeat of an episode, if it'll still last. I don't know. But Alaska Jeff said, always hug your murder kitty.
Yeah, but I that hug your cat day. There's some cats that don't want to be hugged. Hug your cat, get your face scratched.
Yep.
So I always say, ask permission before you grab your kitty cat and hug it.
Oh, it was like that cartoon I had on Twitter. I saw you saw it, Dad, man.
Yep.
The one cat. I'm so lonely, sitting at the window. I don't know how I can go on. I can't do it. Somebody goes up at it.
Yeah.
Don't you touch me.
I know. Like, what the fuck? What the F? Backing off. Yeah, exactly. It's like you give it attention and boom. Yeah, we've had cats like that. My dad's a Gato. He was, but although Mrs. got an understanding of that cat.
I had no problem with Gato. I think it's because the people that had a problem with him, they were loud, and it scared them, and so and they, yeah, that's why.
My cat, Fido, that cat was crazy, but I think it had bad genetics. I think it was like from Kentucky in terms of the way the inbreeding went with the family line. It was not good. Because that cat would look at you and then just pee on command. It was like wherever they wanted to. It was like, it was very stressful with that cat. But folks, hey, listen, we talked about cats. What are your favorite cats out there? What type of cats? Although I sit there, when you said that, I think of Mrs. Slocum, the wonderful Are You Being Served? Always called her cat or Pussy, It's like, so that's why I was like,
I was gonna say, please ask permission before you hug someone's pussy. But
there you go.
I always before I do it, I always say, "Do you mind if I pet your pussy?"
Yep. Exactly, folks. Hey, it's like Mrs. Slocum. I love that show. But hey, that's another watch party for another day. And great humor. By the way, like I said, tell us what kind of cats you like, what colors, what types. Gap, right on it. Had a Maine Coon cat. It was beautiful and lived almost 20 years. Wow.
Yeah, they're long-lived cats. They're big cats too, and they're very usually have a very good temperament.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Atwood. Hope to see you back soon. Yeah. Thank you for stopping in, and glad you had fun earlier tonight. So, yeah. let's see. National Hug Your Cat Day is from daysoftheyear.com. One of the most pleasingly straightforward holidays where the name says it all. Hug your cat. Most importantly, set aside time to celebrate the day. As a pet owner, it's a chance to get in all the hugs possible. Show the cat they'll always be protected and adored. It might be fun to try and see how long the cat will last in a hug without trying to wiggle away. Yeah.
Or
I
kill
don't.
you.
Yeah, exactly. Or kill you. Also, be sure to get out the lint roller because there will be some cleaning up to do after the hugging and swooning. Help your cat feel special. Put the cat on a pedestal and thank him or her for the numerous times it stayed close when feelings of loneliness and sadness emerged. All a cat may need is to feel extra special is the owner spending some quality time with them. Let's see. Gap says, I like all kinds of cats. I think they're all beautiful in their way. I agree. I've never seen a cat I did not like or I didn't think was beautiful. Wes. Oh yeah, let's share this. Wes, Mrs. I don't know if you saw this, but Wes shared this out there. This is what he was talking about.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah. Oh
this
yeah.
is really the truth of a lot of cats.
I'm so lonely. Why must I
Yep.
live this life alone in solitude? When will this loneliness ever end? Don't you ever touch me.
Yes. Yep. That's your cat
right.
for you.
Yep.
Exactly. Oh, they do. Some ways you can do. Volunteer with a shelter. You know that's a way that you can help adopt. Celebrate the holiday. So not every kitty has a home, so you get help with the shelters. Enjoy some cat photos, which we got a few cat memes coming up. Plus, also, I love. There's a lot of cat memes on the internet, on Twitter, and I love sharing them with friends and stuff like that. They're really, really cool. Between the memes and just the beautiful pictures of people's cats, really, really is fun to see. A lot of them, and like it says, one can never take too many pictures of a pet or cat. So go wild. Host a cat hugging party.
Oh my God! Please no.
What?
That is so freaking stupid.
Tell us how you really think, Mrs.
That's just dumb.
It's a good excuse to host a party. Human parties are fun, but cat parties are even better. Call up some friends and family members and gather together as pet owners and cat lovers to celebrate the day. Make sure everyone is equipped with treats and prepared to dish out plenty of hugs during the party. I'm just telling you. Although Fallout Dave is with you, Mrs.
I get so sick of some of this stuff. So dumb.
You're funny. Get creative with celebrations. See, this is the problem. You kind of, they're pushing the limits here. There's no right or wrong way to love a cat. That's wrong. Yeah, there is a wrong way to love a cat, but or to celebrate this day. So whether or not you're a proud housemate of a purring kitty, National Hug Your Cat Day is a perfect excuse to put a bit of warmth and companionship into your life. No matter what's going on around you, no matter how bad or troubling things get, you can always count on your furry friend to be there for you. Give the cat your all, especially on National Hug Your Cat Day, and notice the difference it makes in the relationship. Sashi comes in. Okay, Mrs. What's stupid again? Hey, Sashi.
Having a party for your cat, inviting people over to have a cat hugging party. It's just stupid. I'm sorry.
I just love it. There you go. But good morning, Sashi. How are you today? Great to see you. Before we move on with the other things, Wes, let's bring up this one here now. I find your lack of cats disturbing. Nice.
Yeah. I dug.
Nice.
I went in and was digging up a bunch of my old funny cat pictures.
Oh, I love things like that. And
Let's
Sashi's dropping in for a few minutes before he goes on a grocery hunting expedition.
Have fun.
Fallout Dave said that's a slap the stupid out of someone idea. Well, if you got a few more of them, pull what you want. We'll look at them. But reasons to love your National Hug Your Cat Day. Many reasons to love the day. Kitties deserve only the best from owners and humans in general. Cats are there to provide unconditional love through thick and thin, regardless of circumstances. The day is an excellent reminder to give cats some extra TLC, thanking them for their friendship and loyalty. There's no better time to snuggle with a cat and give them a few extra scratches they will love. It's a good day excuse to say no to social events for the day and instead choose to stay home with a furry friend. A pet owner can put his feet up, pet the cat, instantly feel more joy. Friends will come and go, but a cat will be there to cuddle and hang out when one needs them the most.
Mm.
As we got testament to West's picture right here. Aww. That's cute.
Yeah.
That's cute. I know.
That's they're not bad. Like that's what I always worry with black cats around the Halloween season.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sasha has
Yep.
my neighbor's cats follow the rule of two like the Sith. Only 2 cats in my house at any one time. No more, no less. Nice. Actually, they say that it hugging and spending time with a cat offers health benefits. Snuggling with a cat is naturally a pleasant experience and can improve and elevate an owner's psychological state. Pets can.
It depends on the cat.
It does, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, black cats are not bad luck. There's a lot of beautiful black cats. I tell you,
Yep.
I wish Daisy was around. Her black Bombay cat is just one of the most beautiful cats you'll ever see in the world. And West now. Nice.
That one cracks me up.
Yep.
I know. Hey, B from O. Good evening, everyone. How is it all that true that how nice cats are if they want to do is kill and take over the world? Exactly.
Oh.
They're always out to plot and take over the world. I love
dogs are there for us. Dogs are like, oh, I love you. Cats are wait on you.
Yes, absolutely. They are. We are there for them.
We are cat butlers.
Yes.
I love that movie, Cats and Dogs, where the dogs are out there to protect the world against the cats that are trying to take over the world. It's just that was one of the great movies when our kids are growing up.
So, you all remember that movie Cocaine Bear, right?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Well, there you go. I got one more for you here.
Let's see.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
That's crazy. Nice. That is nice, Wes. Thank you. Let's see. They can alleviate negative moods, put a smile on one's face. Feeling calmer is good for a person's cardiovascular system. Have long-term health benefits that can't be ignored. That not only can they decrease stress levels, but someone who hugs and spends time with cats may also find the blood pressure readings improve over time. Quite simply, in a day in which cat owners everywhere are encouraged to hug their cats, it's an opportunity to give back to all the cats in the world and shower them with love and attention. While a cat owner may love his or her cat immensely, it's easy to forget to show a furry friend how much love there's to go around when managing a busy schedule and family. It's best to start by petting the cat softly and having it warm up before going in for a hug. You think? Be gentle and approachable so the cat is more likely to welcome the embrace. So, of course, there's always the downside if somebody doesn't have a cat. So then you make it hug someone else's cat day.
As I said, don't hug someone's pussy unless you ask permission.
Exactly.
Yes.
Cats have been around since the Egyptian days, and this holiday is June 4th each year. So, how many hours do cats sleep? Generally, they sleep at least half of their life away, about 12 to 16 hours a day sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do cats get lonely? God, this is like people. Do cats get lonely? The cats are usually not as social as dogs. They can still get lonely, especially when they haven't had much time with their humans. Signs of cat loneliness can be lethargy, poor grooming, destructive behavior, loss of appetite, and more. I've heard of that. I've heard people say that their cats let them know they've been missed when they're gone.
Yeah.
Very, very much so. And a new update, 3-3 going into overtime. Yeah, come on, Edmonton. You can't lose this game at home. But hey, the Panthers are pushing, and we still got 12 people with us tonight. Thank y'all so much for being here with us tonight. Uh, B from O says, "Cats, human, you will pet me when I allow you, and if you're lucky, I will crap in the box who gravel." Yes.
Absolutely.
And if you're even lucky, your kid will help you clean the potty box by putting the litter in the toilet. So,
Yeah.
oh, what do we got here? If you want to read
The,
it, go ahead.
oh, it says, if you can't remember the last time you were alone in the bathroom, you may be a cat person.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely. And then
Yeah,
there's
that's a good one. I got that one too. Yes, Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs.
then you got new legs.
And hey,
Okay,
Grandpappy
that's funny.
Borkus,
Okay,
Blood
that was
Cast
funny.
Anarchy. Wait, what? Wrong place. What? You? How you guys doing? We're doing pretty good. Well, we're actually surviving tonight. Wes has hurt his back. I got up from a nap. Mrs. has got a long day tomorrow, so we're functioning, but we're here, hanging out
Yes.
because of you great people. 12 of y'all with us right now. So that was today's big celebration was National Cat Day. So I am going to take a look.
No, it's not National Cat Day.
Hug your cat day.
Hug your cat.
National Hug Your Cat Day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
Some of us-
difference.
I know. Okay, thank you for the reminder. I just obviously I failed to uh what is it? Let's see. What the? Oh, great. I'm trying to. I've learned how to open these stupid things, but now it's like really weird how I'm trying to open it because it's now they're. Oh God! Now really, I opened all 12 on the other damn screen. I did. I got. It gave me a
Careful,
second.
careful. The laptop might be going out the window.
Yeah, really. Ain't that a fact tonight? Let me get these all off the screen now. So, but what is your what are some of your funny memories with cats? Are there any things that y'all do remember? Like, because I was on with Lorena the other night, and Professor X, her cat, just crawls up right behind her during the stream, just right in the background of the stream. It's cats love streamers, and
Yeah.
they demand screen time.
Oh yeah. Yep. Well, I don't have. I don't know about funny, but the cat I remember the most. We named her Wendy O after the singer of the Plasmatics.
Mm-hmm.
We got her. She was a rescue from our one of my wife's friends. This cat had her litter in a storm drain,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember. It's been so long now, but I can't remember if it was a raccoon or an opossum. I think it was an opossum. Came and got the mom, and then was coming back and getting each kitten. And she came in time to save this one. And she's like, I don't know what to do with this cat. But I couldn't let it just be out there. It was gonna die, and I had no mother. It was tiny still. It was only, I don't
Yeah.
know. It was still small, and so we took it in, and this thing was just you couldn't get it would hiss, bite, scratch. I mean, this thing was
Mhm.
it was traumatized. So I mean, I don't blame it. So we had it in a cage in the garage,
Mm-hmm.
and every day on the way home, on the way into work, I came in through the garage. I'd stop and I'd spend about an hour with this cat, and eventually it was sticking my hand in and it was biting me, but I just let it. And then I would take it and I would hold it next to me, and it's scratching and it's biting, and eventually it started less and less doing that each time I was holding it with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually we moved the cage upstairs into the kitchen so it could, get acclimated to the area and see the people. And then we opened the cage, but had a gate around the area, so it could only go so far. And at that point, it would come out and would walk around, and it would start meowing at me. When it would see me, and if I left, it started having a fit. So I was like, "Oh, this cat's already getting attached to me." So finally, we let this cat loose. It got the run of the house, and that first night, I fell asleep on the couch. Woke up in the middle of the night. This cat's curled up on my chest, sleeping,
Mm,
and that's where
wow.
it slept when it was little until it got too big to do it. I actually still tried to do it when it was big. That's where I slept every night. It would sleep on my chest wherever I was,
Oh,
wherever I fell asleep at.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
See, I do miss that. I do miss having the cats cuddle up like that and stuff. So, but yeah, that. But like I said, just take your time, let it adjust to you, and man,
Yeah, she
that's
passed about 5 years now. She's gone. So
wow. Hey, Simply Steve. Hey, good to see you. How are you doing? Yes, he definitely got attached to West, and that's really, really a cool story.
yep.
But share your cat. Hey, what type of cats do you like? What color cats? Any cool stories? Put it out in the chat. Also, another thing we talked about steak. What type of cuts of meat do you like? Feel free, go back, throw whatever out in the chat. If you have a random topic, throw it out there. We may talk about it. You never know. So, all right. On that note, hey, we got memes. All right, you know you love them. We got memes. Hey, hug your cat day, Mrs.
Yay!
Oh, and, listen, Steve. I can barely function, much less put a poll up. Because even if I put a poll up, I never tell the answer before we end the stream, right,
Yeah.
Wes?
Yep.
I've started in the morning because I do a poll every morning, right? And I'd keep forgetting to end the poll.
Yep.
And so finally I put a slide that basically is to remind me to end the poll.
Yep.
Ah.
There have been plenty of times I can remember. It's getting Dadman's going. All right, and that's it. We're wrapping up, and I'm like, don't forget the poll.
Like, oh,
I
He's like,
still
jeez.
oh
some
yeah, the poll.
yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? Fine. Fine. I'll do a poll.
Oh please don't.
Simply Steve. No, it's not a bad poll. It's not a bad poll. It's going to be actually good. Let me see. Start a poll. And let me see. Okay, favorite type of steak. Favorite. Is it cut of meat? I guess cut of
Cut of
steak.
meat, yeah.
Okay.
Cut of meat, yeah.
All right. All right. We're gonna say the fillet. We're gonna say the ribeye. We're gonna do. Let's see.
T-bone.
T-bone. That's what I was thinking. T-bone, and we'll do sirloin.
The sirloin. Yeah.
I mean, I see. Like I said, I have problems with sirloin being tough, but hey, a lot of people like it. So, all right, vote early, vote often, folks. There you go. There you go. Just for you, Simply Steve. We get a poll tonight. I whipped the poll out for you. So, exactly. Lisa was here for that comment, but that's so. B from us said back in middle school, a friend of his put clothes on a pin on his tail. The cat went absolutely crazy. Yeah. No, I was just kidding. Well, no, Simply Steve, you asked for it, you get it around here. Grandpappy says, favorite way to eat a steak, rare. As for favorite,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He likes something. I didn't put the flank, but hey, the others maybe you can have. I do like a good flank steak. It's not as tough, but yeah, rare. I don't like mine as rare as Mrs. likes it literally moving. I mean,
Yeah,
the
well,
steak
not
house.
literally. You can't say literally because that's not true.
Well,
then you don't
everybody still
understand the word
overcooks it though.
literally.
Yeah.
I like it. I joke and say I like it where a good vet can bring it back. Blue rare, basically get a hot skillet, throw it on, sear the outside, put it on a plate, and give it to me.
Yep. Yeah, they still overcook it. They still insist on.
They're
going too long.
terrified. They're
I have the opposite.
terrified.
I got the opposite problem. It seems I order it. I ask for it well done. I mean, I say well done, well done. It comes back and I'm like, hey, what's all this blood all over the place? As I said I can't even eat the salad. The steak's taking a liking to it already. It's eating it.
Yeah. Steve at ribeye. Okay, likes the ribeye and does not like the idea of me whipping the pole out. Okay, well, yeah, no squirrel pole,
out, baby.
See, Grandpappy said another cool cut of beef. Oh no, I've never heard of the head of beef. Wow.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen them do that. Yeah.
Wow, I just didn't think that was possible. But jeez. All right, so vote early, vote often in the poll. We'll see how it goes. We got another meme here. Hey, hug a cat day, go hug a cactus.
Grumpy cat.
Yes, there you go. Some cats do say that. They do live by that motto. Let's see real quick, see how many votes we have in the poll. Oh, wow. We got 7 votes. Serling's leading.
Mm.
No fans of the T-bone, though. I probably should have put Flink, but no T-bone. Anyway,
some cats look at you like, oh, can I pet you? And they're like, you want to lose an eye?
Exactly.
Can I scratch you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you like those arms?
There he is.
I love that one.
I love that
exactly.
one.
Yep. Yep. We got that one. One ring to rule them all.
Yeah, I had that one too. I was looking at that. I was like,
That one's funny.
For you Lord of the Ring fans out there. So, there we go. We got this. When your cat watches too much Food Network. He's got the mouse with a little bit, yeah.
Some garnish on it. Yeah.
Steve says some are catatonic, ending up catastrophic. Yes. Grandpappy says, you know what's really good? I've lost my train of thought. Yeah.
There you go.
Let's see. We got this. Why don't you answer my calls? It's hard to explain. They will
that's
take
too cute. It's too cute. And to move that, if it was an older cat, I'd just shove it away. Move. I need my phone.
I could imagine what the cat would do when it vibrates. If you have it on vibrate, you know.
I would call just to see.
I got a feeling that they may be flying off the phone pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, mind if I lick your balls? Oh, Simply Steve said that other one was an iPad warmer.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a screensaver.
Yeah. You have been visited by the cat pope. Don't scroll without saying amen.
Amen.
God, the cat just lets him do that. That's hysterical.
Well, you know what? It might just be that, how many pictures did they take before and after and during the process of putting that on their head?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I would like to know.
Some cats just can't be bothered though. They're like, whatever, you do whatever.
Yeah.
Makes you happy.
You are correct about that.
Long story short, you're out of toilet paper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Grandpappy said, fun story. I have a friend that has 3 asshole cats. They're only sweet when company is around. Had to remove one of his balls because his oldest got jealous when he was petting another and took a bite. Oh my God. Wow.
Sibling rivalry.
Yeah. In the animal world. Oh my God. It's amazing. We're getting a lot of mileage out of cats tonight. This is awesome. All right. And let's see. And then I was like, squirrel.
Yeah. That's a big boy right there.
But actually with I think it should be more like, and then I was like, butterfly.
Yes. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of what Grandpappy said earlier. You know what's really good? I lost my train of thought. So.
Or no, and then I was like, oh wait, a piece of dust in the sunlight.
Me. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. My cat. Oh, really? And we got. I am now an airplane.
Yeah. I seen a video. Somebody built a remote controlled tank and put the cat in it, and the cat was driving around with the cat.
I saw them where they put the like the Roombas, the floor cleaners.
Yeah,
they put little boxes over them so they were like tanks, and so they're going all around the room, and the cat's sitting in them. Yeah,
that's what it might have been. It might have been a thing on a Roomba.
Yes.
There you go. Well, Steve has a joke. Here's a joke for you. Where do cats go on vacation? Catalina
Wherever.
Island.
Arr, 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 arr.
That that's cool. All right. Well, that's what we have for the memes tonight on National Hug a Cat Day today. So that is a big topic we had tonight. So, folks, like I said, if you have any thoughts, any other animals, jokes, any pictures, any thoughts of your favorite cats and stuff, share with us. And if you have questions, let us know. We'll try to answer it. We'll see where we go with it. Oh man, Grandpappy, what cars do cats drive? A Cadillac.
Har, har,
Yes.
har.
Very, very nice. Let's take a look at the poll again. I'll check my poll out again. We got 8 votes. We got one more vote. Now it looks like 62% are going to say sirloin. So we got 2 votes for ribeye, 1 for filet. So then we've got obviously 5 for sirloin right now. But hey,
Wow.
Still early, still often. We got 12 people watching on YouTube. So 4 of y'all, make sure you vote out there if you don't mind. Even if you don't say hi, it's okay. We love lurkers. Vote in the poll. Let's see if we can get it all the way up to 12 or even higher. We got 13 watching now. Yay. Thank y'all for being here. All right. So let's play a little bit of Where in the World tonight. Not Where in the World. Where in the USA. Shall we?
Yeah.
Sure. Why
All right.
not?
Okay.
Let's go for it. Woo woo.
Although Grandpappy asked, what's the best cut from a goat?
I don't know.
I've never had goat before. I think I had lamb once, but I don't know.
I have never had goat.
Oh, here it is, goat balls. Okay, the Rocky Mountain oysters, I think.
That's not goat, but yeah.
I don't know. Well, Steve says, what kind of boat do cats use because they're afraid of the water? Catamaran.
I
Yes,
knew that one.
nice. You guys are really cool. All right. So let me say, we're in the USA. If you have not played this game, what I will do is I will give you a headline. I will give you 3 states. Your job is to tell me where this news story happened, in what state. Okay? That's what it is. So, he said also another good cut of goat is the hindquarters. It's very tender. I think that was supposed to be Meow Jersey.
And now?
Oh God, we even got Steven saying Puerto Rico. What? We hadn't even started, folks. Golly, we're coming up with all kinds of new names, new places, and stuff. All right. As the story comes up, let's see which story I want to do first. Let's see. Of course, now my computer's got a. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right. Let's do this. And we got that. Okay. All right. And we're going to get the story up here very soon. All right. Let's see. All right. So I will give you the headline. I will give you 3 states. Sorry, my computer is deciding to move very slowly when I really need it to move faster. All right. So we got. All right. We got Katana. Good night, B from O. Good night. Good to see you. Hope Katana. Good night, B from O. How are you? We got another Florida. Oh boy, I hadn't even given up the states. So
the computer's moving slow. It might have slipped a disc. It's got a bad back now.
Yeah, something like that. But let's see. Let's see. All right, we're going to go with this story right here. Public steps up, helps cops identify notorious washing machine urinator.
Say that again.
Public steps up, helps cops identify notorious washing machine urinator.
I'm assuming that he was doing this at laundromats.
Well, we will see in a second. But your choices are New Jersey, Maine, or Vermont? New Jersey, Maine, or Vermont? Public steps up, helps cops identify notorious washing machine urinator. Mrs., what do you think?
Well, New Jersey just seems extremely obvious. And so it's probably New Jersey. But because of that, I'm going to say Vermont because Vermont just sounds so wholesome. And it sounds like that if people are urinating in washing machines, that if they saw it, they would say something. In New Jersey, I don't know if anyone would say anything.
Well, that's something special. Okay,
That's
Wes Cagle.
special.
Wes
I
Cagle,
was
how about you?
I was thinking the same thing. That it sounds too Jersey to be Jersey, and that it's so I was going with Maine because they got nothing better to do up there. And it's like nothing up there. So.
The land of Stephen King. Yeah. Okay. All right. We got a Vermont. We got a Maine. We got a Florida from Cap After Dark. Yeah. Grandpappy said Florida. And hell to you, Phantom Outsider. Good to see you. Who comes in saying New Jersey? Wow. Gap
Go.
agrees with Vermont. Jeff says New Jersey, though.
Yeah, New Jersey seems obvious.
Dave says Jersey, and Steve says Jersey, as Maine and Vermont are too normal.
Mm-hmm.
So, Phantom says the reason it made the news is everyone does it. LOL. He usually only makes news when they go solids. Well,
Oh yeah.
I know we got 15 people tonight. You guys rock. Thank y'all for being out there with us tonight. We appreciate you being here and hanging out with us for a bit longer. Well, let me see if there, folks. I'll give it a couple more seconds. If you have an answer, please feel free to put it in the chat, and we will go and we will give the answer in just a second. So, oh man, I really, yeah. Who is?
It was whizzing in the machines.
Well, we will find out in just a second. All right, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Here's the answer. Public steps up, helps Vermont cops identify notorious washing machine urinator.
Good job, Mrs.
I will show you the picture of this because you're like, who in the hell would do this? But
Well, who in the hell? I mean,
Here. Yep,
There
it's a
you
whizzing
go.
machine. Yep. What, Mrs.? You kind of like speechless.
I'm just
now.
like, you're like, who that would, well, there are people that do a whole bunch of stupid, dumb stuff.
Yeah. This
So,
is true.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. What surprises me that people actually, stepped up and was like, yeah, no, this isn't right. We're going to help them.
Well, Phantom saying Vermont trying to steal a New Jersey thing is outrageous.
Yeah. How dare they?
Yay, congratulations.
Yeah, the nerve they have.
Only in Vermont, LOL.
Noive.
The
Well, there you
nerve,
go.
I say.
That's the picture. Well, here's more of the story. Following an appeal for help from the public, Vermont cops have identified the washing machine urinator. Investigators were trying to locate and question the man who relieved himself inside of the laundry and dry. Videos of the December 29 incident, which was here, recorded by a surveillance camera inside the business. He was with some friends in the self-serve laundromat. When he pulled up a chair to the washing machine, he got in the chair. Yeah, he did, folks. I don't know if you saw it, but he actually stood in a chair.
Yep.
See, right there.
Well, he'd have to be pretty tall to get at that angle. I mean,
Well, yes.
it should be, but
It just surprised me that he took this much effort to piss in a laundry machine. Oh,
wait, were they drunk? Or
well,
they just
look,
don't like doing it?
Phantom said in New Jersey there'll be 5 to 6 people doing that at any time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It just nobody would in Jersey. They would just
The business was unattended. He was seen, opened the lid, urinated. He zipped his pants and shut the lid. Business was unattended when he and a friends arrived around 8 p.m. and began throwing stuff around. They've got dozens of calls from the public identifying the individual in the surveillance videos. So
Cool.
that was.
The case of the whizzing toilet, I guess.
Oh, they go in the dryers too. I'm sure. I'm sure they
Oh,
go
yeah.
in the dryers.
Hey,
Dryers are
Wes
not
Kegel,
exempt.
I got
Go
a
ahead.
question for you.
Yes.
Give me a number between 2 and 248.
Between 2 and 248. About 144.
144. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me a number between 1 and 3. 1, 2, or 3.
3.
Thank you. You just
All
help
right.
me pick out my idiom of the day
Okay.
for tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Now tell everybody real quick a second about that. What is that? What is that feature of your show?
Well, it's because, we can't be stupid and we got to work on our brains. So in the morning to wake us up, we do a puzzle and I talk about an idiom, which is saying that it has multiple meanings. It's not necessarily the literal meaning it has, but it has some kind of figurative meaning also. Like today's was when I am upset, telling me to calm down adds fuel to the fire. And the
Mm-hmm.
idiom was adds fuel to the fire.
Mm.
And I got a book, and it has in it talks about the origins, the possible origins of this idiom, where it might have come from. And so we talk about it a little bit. And it's just a little thing I do in the morning. Um, along with the pole and some other stuff like that.
So kind of like more than one way to skin a cat.
That's also,
Yeah.
and that is an idiom in the book.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I like the one you had today. Which one was the one today? Because
I just said it.
I missed it.
When I'm upset, tell me
yeah.
to calm down.
Yeah, I got
adds
you.
fuel to the fire.
Calm down. No, I know
It
because
doesn't have to come over
you
and
remember
get
I was not around long for that chat today, but I'm like all
I know, but
caps
I
and
just said it
I
beforehand,
know.
so you weren't listening. You were getting ready for the next.
Yeah,
one.
but yeah, I tell you, but I knew this morning when you said it, I'm like, hell yeah, that's her. Do not tell the woman to calm down.
No,
That's the
don't.
last thing.
Mm-mm.
That's the last thing. So exactly.
But yeah,
Oh.
that's a new thing I'm doing.
Ah,
I'm working on modifying some stuff.
no, because I'm not listening. Oh God, Grandpa said, hey, y'all calm down. It's okay. We're
Why
married.
I oughta?
Now, see, I thought Dadman was trolling you. I thought he was pretending not to know, so you could be upset, and then he could say,
I
"Calm
know.
down."
I
No,
like calm
I
down, calm
know
down.
better than that.
I'm just trying to move to the next story so we're not so late. Phantom said, I think there were 2 instances during the pandemic in New Jersey where women went to dryers not to pee.
Mm-hmm.
Just people be crazy.
Women in quotes.
Yeah.
People are crazy no matter what.
Yes.
Yeah, I do add to the fuel to the fire all the time, even when I don't try sometimes. That's what the beauty of it is. All right. Are we ready for this next story?
Sure.
All right. We're going to bring our great. Well, see, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I won't talk about the area yet with this one. So, but all right. We've got this next. All right. Fuel, fire, chaos. No. All right. Stripper arrested for biting customer's crotch during lap dance. Stripper arrested for biting customer's crotch during lap dance. Did this happen in Illinois, Wisconsin, or Michigan?
Oh well. First, the most important question is: did he have to pay extra for that?
Might have, and then changed his mind. I'm saying Wisconsin.
Okay, you're going to say Wisconsin. Any particular reason, Mrs.?
No.
All right. Wes, do you have a guess?
I say Illinois. I don't really have a reason. I just say Illinois.
I know why I say Wisconsin.
Okay. Why?
Because it has sin in it. And biting someone's crotch is a sin.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
all I got,
interesting.
man.
Steve says, youch. Legata says Illinois. Simply Steve says Illinois. Alaska says Illinois. Gab says Illinois. Oh God, Grandpappy said, I think I did something similar as a horror. Was paid to do it. Steve is figuring it's Chicago. Grandpappy says Michigan, though. And then, of course, Dave says Florida. Thank you, Dave.
Lord.
All right. Get your answers in, folks. We got, let us know what you think. Stripper arrested for biting customer's crotch during lap dance. I'll show the mugshot to you. You're going to love the mugshot. So. Foul Dave says Michigan since they move here. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go, folks, with the answer. Wisconsin stripper. Arrested
Don't
for biting.
Send, man.
Arrested for biting customer's crotch during lap dance. Okay. The perils of strip clubs have been exhaustively chronicled in the Smoking Gun here in these pages, from lap dance disputes and stiletto assaults to genital crushing, and the tale of how a dancer named Chocolate Chambers once robbed a patron outside Club Boom Boom.
Club Boom Boom.
Boom, boom.
That's kind of like, you remember that one Asian masseuse that we had earlier?
Oh, what was her name?
Bang something, Bang Me or Bang Soy or something. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah. All right. Yes, I will touch it. Here's the mugshot real quick.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
That's the mugshot. She's 29 years old.
She looks about 42.
Well, even though this is 2016, still, it's like boom, boom. Yeah. Boom, boom. Okay. I love that line. I mean, that was once named a patron outside. Named Chocolate Chambers once robbed a patron outside Club Boom Boom. Okay.
Chocolate Chambers.
I don't know if that was the right, but I love the way they word these articles, like lap dance disputes, stiletto assaults to genital crushing, just like it's normal, just like it's a normal thing. Yeah. According to the Rock County Sheriff's Office report, deputies were dispatched Thursday to Diamond Jim's strip club in response to a battery complaint. Specifically, the customer reported that he was, quote, bitten in the crotch by a dancer.
Owie.
Now, the customer told investigators had given her a few dollars to do her thing, placed her head in the crotch, and was moving it around. It appears to have been the dancer's head. The performance ground to a halt when the dancer, later identified as a 29-year-old, allegedly bit him in the crotch. When questioned by deputies, the dancer said, appeared intoxicated and didn't remember anything I was talking about, a deputy reported. A subsequent review of security footage confirmed the man's story, according to the report. So she was arrested for battery and booked into the county jail. Now, the report does not disclose the extent of any injuries suffered by the man as a result of the alleged biting at Diamond Jim's, a gentleman's club that features fully nude dancers and recently installed, quote, nearly $1,000 of new dynamic lighting systems.
Is this an ad?
No, this is not. This is the way this article is written on Smoking Gun. Oh, take care, Gap. Thank you for coming in tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Additionally, during snowy months, Diamond Jim's offers free admission to any patron who rides their snowmobile to the club. Though you must show your snowmobile keys.
Okay.
Take care, Gap. Glad you come by. Not battery, but crotchery. That's too funny. That's cool. Yeah. It's there. So, Mrs., you're 2 for 2 tonight. You're on fire.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, I'm over.
I know. Nope. Let's see. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to save. Let's see. Okay, we'll do this one here. All right. we'll do this story here, and then we'll probably go ahead and wrap up. I know Mrs. got a long day tomorrow. We've got stuff we got to do, and appreciate everybody's been here. Wes, of course, as always, you're hanging out with us.
Sure.
And let's see. All right. That goes in the protect your nuts file. Well, funny you say that. Funny you say that. We're going to go back to the states that start this whole thing off. Florida, Georgia, and Alabama.
Alabama.
All right, here we go with this one. All right, there's your okay. After fondling ferret, suspect stole weasel. Man shoved the stolen pet in his shorts. After fondling ferret, suspect stole weasel. Man shoved the stolen pet down his shorts. Did this happen in Florida, Georgia, or Alabama? Dave's all right over that one.
God.
Okay, West, you can go first on this one.
I say Florida. I say Florida.
Any particular reason why?
It just sounds it sounds like Florida man to me.
Mrs., what about you?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh. That answer was with a stripper was Wisconsin. By the way, let me read this real quick back for Grandpappy while you're thinking. I don't know if you heard about the Smoking Gun had written, the perils of strip clubs have been exhaustively chronicled in these pages, from lap dance disputes and stiletto assaults to genital crushing, and the tale of how a dancer named Chocolate Chambers once robbed a patron outside Club Boom Boom. So, anyway, just in case, I had to say that again. That was so much fun. Okay. Wes, you said Florida. Mrs., what about you?
Yes.
I'm going to say Florida because I think I can't even remember what the headline was, but I think it's Florida. Is this the Boom Boom one?
No. That was Wisconsin. We did that one. No, this one is after fondling ferret.
Oh, fondling ferret. He stole a weasel or something.
Man shoved the stolen pet down his shorts.
Oh, he fondled it and then shoved it down its throat.
No, he fondled the ferret and then he grabbed the weasel. And
okay, that's okay. So, okay. So I am thinking. I am thinking Florida.
Okay, you think Florida? Okay,
I do.
All right. Well, Steve says squirrel time. Fallout Dave is emphatic Florida. Simply Steve says Georgia. Phantom says Alabama. So does Jeff. Wow. And Grandpappy said Florida. Let's see. Jeff said we were living in Alabama and found several people that had sticky fingers. We lost a lot of things there. And B from O just left. Wow. They do genital crushing. Weird. Yeah. Wow. Okay, Grandpappy. Wow. Oh, Phantom says, wait, we sure this wasn't King Dolphin? Oh, no, you got to tell Ray about that the next time. All right. Yeah. Any more answers out there? Any more answers before we do this? Wow, we got 16 likes. We still got 10 of y'all on YouTube. Thank y'all for being here, folks. We appreciate the support tonight and making this fun, and a blast to have you all here. Let's see. All right. So let's go with this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to love this one, Mrs. After fondling ferret, suspect stole weasel. Man shoved the stolen pet down his shorts. Police are searching for the Florida man.
Woohoo! I'm 3 for 3 today.
Yep, nice. Who stuffed a $650 ferret into the front of his shorts and smuggled the purloined weasel out of a pet store. The ferret heist, cops say, occurred Tuesday afternoon in Jacksonville.
Oh. What day? When?
May 29th is the date of the story, so it's within the
What
last week.
year? Oh,
This year.
Oh,
This is
really? This week? Oh
yes.
my
This
gosh!
This just happened last week.
I, let me see. Let me go to the police document real quick. It's
Wow.
oh yeah. We try not to go too far into those stories, Grandpappy. We just skim the surface and try not to get uh too overwhelmed with them. Oh come on, really?
I'm
Like,
telling you, throw it out the window.
it's like dang it. It's
No,
like
we can't afford
I'm
another
trying.
one.
I'm trying to pull out the police report. That's what I was trying to do because I recognize these police reports. I've had to look at them in this city before. Uh, oh, was it ferret smuggling? Was it just the pants or the prison wallet? Yeah. Steve said ferret finally found with a sus bulge in his pants. Dang it! This irritates me because I'd like to see where exactly this happened.
The villages.
No,
No,
it's
it's not
actually in Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville. I know.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it there. I'll go a different way. Let's see. Let's see. That's what's so crazy when you know it's close to you. It's like, what? You know. Let's see. Yes. First Coast News. Yes, where you used to work. We got this. Yep. Let's see. Come on. It's a Petland store.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, the other
Wow,
theft also occurred
I
at
didn't even
Petland.
realize.
Also,
There
yep.
used to be Petlands up here in Jersey, but no more. They're all gone.
Beach Boulevard.
Oh, really? Oh.
That's probably out towards the beach. So, so that it's probably out there towards the beach and the better neighborhoods out that way. But yeah, $650 friggin' ferret. Wow.
God, yeah.
That is something. Now I'm trying to get back to the story. So basically, the ferret had actually been at the store for about a month, and quickly had become a staff favorite. Security cameras captured the male suspect as he, quote, browsed the ferret section of the store and fondles the ferret for quite some time, according to police report. Then the man shoved the ferret into his shorts.
Ferret.
Yeah, for quite a while. For quite some time. Okay. Then shoved the ferret into his shorts. As he left the business, the man held the crotch area of his shorts to support the ferret as he walks past all points of sale without paying. Recognized the suspect was fleeing with the ferret. The manager gave chase but was unable to get the license of the man's vehicle, which is described in the report as, quote, a white work van with multiple ladders on top. So, there you go. Jeff says, poor ferret.
Poor ferret, indeed.
Yeah, he liked fur-lined underwear. Yeah, we don't want to hear about the fuzzy garments. So, inside the pants or inside the underwear? We do not know. I don't know. Grandpappy's had so many questions about the ferret theft. Don't know if it's worth getting the answers. Oh God, that's too funny. But
the day the ferret went berserk.
Oh yeah, and the creep's pants. Yeah, you get the words worked out. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, we still got 13 people. Thank you for the 17 likes. We are going to head and wrap up tonight. I know we've got things to do. Wes is not feeling the best tonight. How's your back holding up though?
All right, not terrible. I'm sitting in a decent enough position where it's not giving me grief.
Yeah, Atwood's back saying steak is steak. Yeah, I wonder if Atwood might have been the guy down here.
Don't forget your vote. Don't forget your thing.
Yeah,
the poll. Yes,
the poll. Yes. Oh yeah, Grandpappy said man's ferret was moving his pants. Made me see a doctor.
It Is that a ferret in your pants? Or are you happy to see me?
Yes. I got some other good stories we'll save for another time, but you're going to like some of these other stories that I was able to come up with, though. But yeah, we love doing these at least three at a time. Thank you for the 15 people that are here. Oh, what? Don't worry, Atwood. I was kind of messing with you. We had a really crazy, stupid story there. Jeff, yes. Before you leave, though, listen up what's going on with everybody else. Mrs., what's going on with you these days?
Tomorrow at 5 o'clock, I'll be doing some Fortnite. Then morning musings on Friday. Uh, 1 o'clock, I'll be working on Christmas ornaments, diamond painting. Saturday midnight, we're going to be watching Tango and Cash, which is actually most people think Friday morning, but it will be, you know, midnight on, so it's actually Saturday. And then I am not doing any shows rest of Saturday or Sunday. Monday I'll do morning musings, but I will not be doing prime time um, Batman the animated series. And then the most of the rest of that week will be hopefully uh, the same. My schedule is
Mm-hmm.
pinned at the top of my Twix account, so you can look at it there, and also in my YouTube community notes. I try to post the new
Mm-hmm.
schedule every week. So
And you're planning on keeping up your streaming while you're gone,
yes,
correct?
the only stream I'm not going to do is Batman the animated series because that's in the evening,
Mm-hmm.
and my I'm going down with my oldest. They have some work to do, so they'll be working during the day, but in the evening they will not be. So um, they'll either be working in the room or we'll be, doing some stuff. But it
Mm-hmm.
would be too disruptive to have the watch it.
Oh,
So
I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Wes, you got anything? Were you popping over? I was looking to see if our friend was doing karaoke tonight on a Wednesday, but he's not.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah. He's been on and off recently, so you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he's not doing well. So,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I am around. I'm around. But I will give a shout out to a friend of the channel. So if I'm gonna plug anybody, and it's Gameland. She's not with us tonight, but definitely a friend of the channel, and
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
you know, our buddy Clifton as well.
Yep,
So,
absolutely. And actually, yeah, I remember that also reminds me I forgot to bring up the slide because he's actually uh in the middle of a fundraiser, and we don't promote a lot of fundraisers around here, but we do for ones that we know where there's a need, where we're able to verify it. And of course, either share it out. If you can't give, then it's all understood. But if you're able to help in whatever way, it's always appreciated. Thanks for that reminder on that, West.
mhm.
Because I'm going to bring up the slide that Mrs. has, and yeah, share screen. Computer d. Yeah, yeah. Trying to get the what the heck? Uh Great. I had to call the computers decided to take a coffee break, but folks, what he's doing is getting like laser beam treatments to help with bloodstream circulation, and they're 30 to 45-minute recharge, type of things, and they're like $100 a session, so
100
100
euro.
euro, 100 a
Yeah.
euro session. So whatever you can do to help out would be appreciated, and maybe one day I'll get this. I hate my screen. There we go. There we go. And of course, there's Clifton's channel also right there. Thank you for that. But basically, there's the link that gives and go that tells you about what he needs to get the treatments to cover the full cost. So, like I said, we don't do these often, but we do for our friends and in one cases where we know that there's really a need for that. Again, thank you, West. Again, thank you, Dottie. And thank you, everybody that's out there, for being with us tonight. We appreciate y'all being here. Uh, I probably will try to do some Fortnite tomorrow night, uh, earlier in the evening, being Thursday, and the Star Wars season's ending. Maybe some early on Friday. We may or may not do a scroll stream Friday night. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens. This weekend, odds are not likely for many streams on my side because with my birthday Sunday, I got plans Sunday. There's and I don't know what's in store for me Saturday, so we shall see and all that. But thank you. And actually Sunday, West, I actually finally put the 55 in Dadman Walking 55.
Yes, excellent, excellent.
Yeah, it's people have always asked me, "Is that how old you are?" I'm like, "No." Even 3 years ago, I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
It
No.
just, but anyway. On that note, folks, thank y'all again for your support. Thanks for being here. Make sure you're subscribed to the missus. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed here. Support our friends. The links that we have out in chats for you, and for the Clifton's need for the medical treatments, and support the missus, and whatever you can do to help her, we appreciate. And on that note, everybody have a great night, and we will catch you later. Bye, everybody.
Y'all
Bye.
take it easy.